Hi guys, Kim here. Welcome to Backyard Blooms. In today's video, we are going to plant up this Brazilian Verbena. Isn't it pretty? It's kind of out of bloom already. When I bought it at King's Nursery, it was pretty much in bloom, but it's already gone out of bloom. I have one of these in my garden that I bought from Bare Root, and I planted it, and it's already way past 48 inches. So you voted, and I asked if you thought this plant would be prettier in the rose garden or in my cottage garden, and most people said both, but they said try it in the rose garden if it gets above the sprinter boxwoods. So I measured with the measuring tape how tall 48 inches, and if it only grew 48 inches, it would not be tall enough. However, like I said, and I'm going to show you, I've already got one planted and it's way past 48 inches, so I have firm conviction that this is going to be gorgeous right here in this rose garden. If not, we can move it later, right? So it might not get its full height this year, but next year I feel like perennials look better and better. So they say the first year they sleep, the second year they creep, and the third year they leap. So just give your perennials, shrubs, and trees at least 3 years to start to put on some growth, and don't be disappointed until then. You just have to be patient as gardeners. So I do have my power planter auger that I'm going to use. I do have my biotone, and I have a little bit of compost that I'm going to use, and I have my ruler out because I'm going to show you how tall my other verbena is and how gorgeous the bloom is, since these are kind of out of bloom. Through the garden and through the trees to get to this verbena. But this is the verbena that I bought before, as you can see, and it is at least 3 feet tall, 90 inches, and it's only been in the garden for not even 1 year. So like I said, I feel like this plant's going to be pretty and will give me some little bit of extra contrast in those roses right there. As you can see, I do have some room over here, so a good amount of open space. It looks like it's still going to get a good amount of sun. Need to come and deadhead these boscabels, but these are a David Austin rose. These are the sprinter boxes from Proven Winners. Proven Winter Sprinter Boxwoods. And they have been in the ground for almost 4 years, so it probably took at least 3 years for them to grow a hedge. If you're trying to grow a hedge of these, they're really pretty. You can keep these anywhere from 2 feet to 4 feet, which I love. And let's see if we can find like a real pretty, gorgeous bloom for you. I love that the boscabel has these coral colors and soft pinks. I think they're just gorgeous. Same here. I still see a little bit of beetles on them. I've been trying to drown them every morning, which sounds awful, but that's what you got to do. See how you got the soft pink and corals all in one rose? I think it's just so pretty. This is boscabel. So tell me what your favorite rose is. Do you like boscabel, Gabrielle oak, this is Eustasia Ave. Still battling the deer here. They're coming in somehow. My husband thinks maybe they're jumping from that arbor. Who knows? I would love to get a camera just to see at dark time what happens. But this is Eustasia Ave. A little bit prettier bloom right there, Eustasia Ave. Or do you love Alexandra of Kent? Look how beautiful that bloom is. Got lots of new buds coming out on this one. Look at the bird. How graceful and beautiful that is. I think that's a mockingbird. All right, and back to the boscabel. So I need to get inside and changed my shirt. This morning I did a little 5-minute video for Janie on dig, plant, water, repeat for my zone 8. So be looking for that. I hope that she puts my video on her zone 8 this year. We created some great friends from those videos, and I'll share whoever we collaborate on the screen for you. All right, gardening friends, this is what the Brazilian Verbena looks like. Beautiful, huh? It says it attracts butterflies. And let me just read all the features to you. It says it's an outstanding, continuously flowering plant with 2-inch lavender flowers that bloom on tall, coarsely haired stems. Excellent for the middle of the mixed border or planted in mass. It attracts hummingbirds and butterflies. And it says it grows to 48 inches tall, which I think is a lie because I've already proven to you that it's taller than that. And then it says cut back if needed to control height when grown in rich soil. So I'm going to put it in some really nice rich soil. And then it blooms early to midsummer with lavender plants, and its zone is 7 to 10. And it even has a heat zone on here, 12 to 1, which we here in Charlotte, North Carolina, zone 8, we don't really go by some kind of heat zone. But it's important to think about that because I feel like we have to be more concerned about the heat in our zone, Charlotte, North Carolina, zone 8, and the humidity than how cold it gets here. So that's why I do have drip and plant in full sun. So there you go. All right, so I'm just gonna squeeze my butt in between 2 of these winter boxwoods. I got my power planter here. I have my biotone, and I have some potting soil or all-purpose soil. I usually like to use some type of compost like land and seed compost or black cow, but I'm out right now. But this area right here has a lot of land and seed around the roses. So I did that at the very beginning when I pruned everything back, probably in January or February. And then I put a good layer of compost around the root base so they can just get some good organic compound as well. All right, so try to place your plants where you'd like them. I did soak these really good before I'm planting them in the ground because it is supposed to hit 100 today, you guys. It's supposed to be one of the hottest days. And actually, I don't even know why I'm out here planting today because it's so daggone hot. So make sure you water these really, really good before you plant these. And I'm almost done. I've got a few things to still plant, but I'm gonna like back off for the next couple of weeks, months, because it's just getting too hot. Fall, early spring and fall is the best time to plant, but these are gonna be much happier in the ground than they are in their pots. So I made me a plant tag so I'll remember what type of verbena this is. So I'm going to place it right down here where everybody can see. Right there. And I've got 1, 2, 3. I was going to put this one over there, but I thought it was just too crowded. So I'm going to place it here. We'll see. 1, 2, 3. And then I still have room to put some alliums if I want to in the fall. So what I need to do next, I got a lot of fallen leaves. I'm gonna pick those up. I'm gonna go get my pop-up bag. And then I have not applied any of the 3-in-1 care. I'm gonna do that. And then I see a few of the Japanese beetles, and I'm going to get some soapy water for those. Yeah, and I think that might be it for the day. I do need to come back with some mulch to put over that. It's really, really dry. Of course, it's really, really hot. All of this area is on drip, but there's not drip directly to that. So I'm just gonna keep an eye on it. And if it feels like it's not getting enough water, then I may wanna add a little dripper onto it. All right, how's it look? Did you like this little video today? All right, so I have a cup with some Dawn and water in it, and we're gonna drown the beetles, Japanese beetles. Guess I need a deadhead. Too many on this color. I think they like the darker variety better. So I'm just gonna make sure I get all these leaves picked up. This is what I'm using, is this little tool right here. I'm not even sure if it has a name, but I can like get in small places, and that's the reason why I like it. So evidently, you know, here in Charlotte, North Carolina, we're still battling the heat. We still have a lot of fungus, even though I put lots of stuff on it each year to try to prevent. So I do have the 3-in-1 rose care that I'm going to put down, but I want to get all of these kind of out of the way first. Reach down and grab all these leaves and put it in this pop-up bag. All right guys, so I've got some plant tone that I'm going to give the verbenas, and then I got this all-in-one rose and flower care. I used this religiously last year, and I did not so much this year because I'm not sure it helped. But the bottom of the leaves are all falling off on my roses, so I don't think it did it like that last year. So I'm gonna go back to the all-in-one rose and flower care. It's supposed to fertilize, insect control against Japanese beetles, aphids, caterpillars, and other listed pets, and then disease control is black spot, powdery mildew, and rust and southern blight. One application protects for 6 weeks. However, even using this religiously last year, still had Japanese beetles, you guys, and I do all the things. Everybody leaves suggestions, and I've done all of those. We put out granules earlier in the spring. I'm just giving like one big cupful here and just kind of giving it a toss. I have 5 roses in this area right here. Giving a little bit more than a cupful. All right, so I have enough to continue on with my other roses. And then the plant food I'm going to put on the verbenas. That's all I'm going to do is just grab a handful and give it a toss too. This is good for the roses as well. Usually put rose tone on, but plant tone's a good, all around good plant food too. I don't have much left. Might as well use it up. garden friends, if you have any questions for me, leave a comment down below. If I don't know the answer, I'll find out the answer for you. Yes, it's hot. It's too hot to be planting right now. I do agree. If you want to comment that, it's too hot to be planting. It's too hot to be planting, but it's too hot for them to be sitting into their containers as well. This is a good time to go to the nursery to see what's blooming, because then next year you'll have something that's blooming this time of year. I like to do that every single month, to try to find something that's blooming at the garden center every single month. I like to go just to see what they have new, and sometimes different varieties that they have. I like to go to different nurseries. Yeah, so I think that's it for today, and I hope you like, share, and subscribe to my channel. The more likes I get, the more YouTube puts it out there for me, and the better that I could do for you. And I'll see you in the next video. Bye, friends.